Okay, here's the car. It's Saturday morning, November 16th, and on the front I didn't replace the bumpers. Little scuff marks from the overriders. More scuff marks from the overriders. A little dimple right here. Rock must have hit it a number of years ago. Seems to me there was something on the other side too. Off hand, I don't see it. Let's see the sides. Paint job also, you can kind of see a mark, a wear mark around here. That was from the fiberglass roof. I'm sure that's about where the fiberglass roof goes. I don't know if that can be buffed out or not. I've never tried it. Back here, I think we're pretty good. A little nick in the paint right here on the trunk, driver's side, and a little nick in the paint over here on the driver's side. I think it's back up under here, right there, from something or other. And that's about it. The roof itself, I think, in good shape. It's probably at least 20 years old, because this is the roof that I got when I bought the car. Side windows, one of these was cracked, broken. I had it replaced. New one sewed in. I don't remember which one it was. One of the side lights. The rubber here around the visor is getting a little aged. I bought new rubber part, but I haven't replaced it yet. The fiberglass roof is up here, hanging from the ceiling, and I have a pulley system with a winch, a boat winch, to hoist it up into the air. So that's where it stays stored. Here are some paints left over from the original paint job, and some of the stuff I might have bought around 2009 when I did the fiberglass cover. Right, wrong, or indifferent, I stored the cans of paint upside down, so there's no chance of any air getting into it. What is this? Some sort of a urethane primer. More of the coloring. And that's about it. Maybe these can be used for touching up some of the nicks. To kind of dig things out of here a little bit at a time. This is clutch master cylinder type stuff. If you wanted to have a little car, you could put those on it. Overriders, which I took off. Blinker switches and valve cover with some overhead overrider connections. Air filters. This cardboard box is really heavy. It's got 2 shocks in there. Not sure if it's front or back. An old part of the master cylinder. Looks like maybe a coil. The steering wheel boot. air cleaner, more overriders. Here's the jack that comes with the car. Sway bar. What else do I have? Old oil filter. And looks like another old oil filter. Probably one from my car, one from the spare car that I have. What do we have here? More overriders. Front or rear, rear. I think this box also contains some suspension parts. This is for the, what? I think this thing goes on the front console. Not 100% sure though. And more stuff down. There's another box of good stuff. I'm not going to open that up. I don't know what it is. Interior pieces. Fairings around the tunnel, I suppose. Front carburetor pieces. These look like they're new parts. Gaskets. Not sure what all these are for. Oh, here's labeled a radiator dam bracket. Some kind of wiring or something. The labels are on there. What does that say? Ignition starter. That might have been from the spare car parts. Dash nuts. Heater parts. This looks like antenna. Not sure where that came from, if I bought that or what. Hoses that probably should not be reused. Something in a jar. Folger's jar, nuts and bolts. Put mostly new nuts and bolts on the car when I refurbished it. Can't say they were all new, but most of them were, so I suppose some of these nuts and bolts were left over from the refurbished stuff. Here looks like maybe some windshield wipers, some anti-heat tape, and various odds and ends in these two containers. Up here is the spare windshield and front windows with the cranks and the glass. Okay, here's some various documentation and a few spare parts. This here looks like it was the original owner in 1968. These are some notes from the guy I bought it from, who was Bill Albinson. That would have been in 2004, sorry. This is a documentation from the engine rebuild. Some of the things that needed to be, or some of the things that the engine rebuilder did. Let's see. We've got Albinson's notes from work that was done. It looks like he owned it in 1991. I'm thinking I was probably the third or fourth owner. These are some notes from that I took rebuilding the car. Let's see. Here's my title. Here is the Missouri Inspection Vehicle Inspection Report, which was done October 25th. I think it's good for 60 or 90 days. And some of the notes that I took: the paint colors Crimson Splash. John Mangles did the painting. I had some problems initially with the car missing. I think it had to do with poor gasoline pressure. That was going up a hill at 70 miles an hour, so I don't think it was getting enough gas. And here's the first things that were done. We removed the hood and documented the bolts. Made some pictures of various wiring, starters, just so everything went back together as it was taken apart. Drew a few pictures, and let's see, removed the heater, braces in the car so it wouldn't be warped while it was turned upside down. Shock removal was a little bit scary. Made a press in order to do that to keep it safe, etc., etc. Some of the things that I've got here is a carburetor synchronizer. Put that on there, and the little float then moves up and down. Some like a fuel hose. This is a mirror, some nuts and bolts, that's probably the rubber that goes around the vents, and then various books, repair manuals, carburetor information, etc., etc.